BBC newsreader George Alagiah sadly lost his battle against cancer, leaving behind his loving family. The TV star was 67 when he passed away on Monday, 24th of July, after battling cancer for almost a decade. George was first revealed he had been diagnosed with colorectal cancer in 2014, and while his treatment was initially successful in 2015, the disease returned in 2018 and by 2020 had spread to his lungs, liver and lymph nodes. Last year, George took time off from fronting BBC News to focus his battle against the disease, which had spread further, and sadly died while surrounded by his family on Monday. George leaves behind his wife, 62-year-old Frances Robathan, whom he met while at Durham University. The couple were married in 1984, and Frances has worked as a senior partnerships advisor of the Fairtrade Foundation since 2002. The businesswoman also holds the position of head of program partnerships and head of institutional fundraising at the foundation. Together, George and Frances welcomed two sons, Adam and Matthew. Adam was born in 1988 and Matthew was welcomed 4 years later in 1992. Speaking about his sons back in 2010, George told The Guardian, "Adam and Matthew, who are 23 and 19, are amazing guys. If I were their age, I'd like to be their friend. The elder one is doing international development and I think Matthew could be a writer. We're in that transition period that other parents worry about, the loss of control and so on. But I cannot wait until they're the ones driving the car and I'm the one snoozing in the back." There is a Tamil proverb where a father waits for the day when he walks into a room and people say, "This is so-and-so's father." The minute your children are the reference point, you know you've done your job. Speaking about his family life, George spoke warmly of his wife and children. He said in a past interview, "When I look back and I looked at my journey, the family I had, the opportunities my family had, the great good fortune to bump into Frances, who's now been my wife and lover for all these years, the kids that we brought up, it didn't feel like a failure." George's sad passing was announced on 24th of July, with a statement from his agent Mary Greenham to the PA news agency reading, "I am so terribly sorry to inform you that George Alagiah died peacefully today, surrounded by his family and loved ones." George fought until the bitter end, but sadly that battle ended earlier today. George was deeply loved by everybody who knew him, whether it was a friend, a colleague or a member of the public. He simply was a wonderful human being. My thoughts are with Fran, the boys and his wider family. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.
From